everyone, and welcome to the NZIHL. I'm your host Bryce Rouse alongside Bartek Iwatowski. This is the very last game of the regular season. There is nothing to decide in terms of table standings as the Red Devils took a convincing win over the Botany Swarm last night to secure their place in that fourth spot, and they will take on the Sky City Stampede down in Queenstown for the semi-final. Bartek, how did last night's game go in your opinion?
So I think the Swarm were really good through the first period and a half, and then had a little bit of lapse of concentration. There was maybe a 6-7 minute period where they broke down a bit defensively, allowed the Red Devils back in the game. And with all that talent on the front end for the Red Devils, they have Alex Gagnon from Quebec, they have Haast from Sweden, and Morrissey from the US. Those three up front made the Swarm pay for their mistakes.
Yeah, that top line really paid out well for the Red Devils last night, and they are the sole reason they are going to the semi-finals. And like you said, the Botany Swarm came out with an absolute hiss and a roar in that first period. They looked like they were absolutely going to take that game yesterday, but then that second period was a massive performance from the Red Devils, and they are deservedly going to the semi-finals, Bartek.
That's right. The Swarm battled well. They did fight back in that third period, but the empty netter, the hat-trick empty netter by Alex Gagnon, sealed the deal in the end. Seeing the standings right here, the Stampede, as always, on top, and Dunedin Thunder in second place, Pure NZ Admirals chasing just behind them, and the Canterbury Red Devils, who have now sealed their berth in the playoffs in fourth, and the Swarm tonight just fighting for pride in last place.
Yeah, Botany Swarm obviously finishing in the wooden spoon position in fifth, which means they will get to have 3 imports for their season next year. Obviously the Red Devils this season have had 3 imports, which has probably helped them gain that 4th spot, but now the Swarm will have their turn, and they actually did make the grand final last year and actually hosted it too, and they have found themselves at opposite ends. We'll have a quick look at the NZIHL scoring leaders. So Alex Gagnon actually on 42 points, Connor Jean clocking up a few last night as well, and you wouldn't put it past Gagnon to get at least 3 points here tonight, Bartek.
Yeah, we might think the Red Devils will take their foot off the gas, but Gagnon, he's fighting for that scoring title. He only needs 3 points to tie Connor Jean at the top there. And Connor Jean just played his last regular season game last night against the Admirals, tallied a few in, I believe, a 4-3 victory over the Admirals. So Alex Gagnon, I wouldn't put it past him to get 4 tonight and jump into the lead.
Absolutely
the way he was playing last night, absolutely flying out there.
And when we do say that, he's going to get points, but the Red Devils surely are rotating through the lines tonight no matter what. Like, this game essentially means nothing for both teams. So if you're the Red Devils coach, I'd be saying to them, look, guys, go out there. It doesn't matter. Come out of the game unscathed. Get the game done. But just remember, you do have a Red Devils jersey on, so there is pride on the line.
Right.
It's not we're going out there to muck around. It is still an NZIHL regular season game.
Yeah, that's right. And they want to keep up that intensity because they're going to be running right into the Stampede, that freight train, the first round of the playoffs. We were just seeing up on the screen just before there the goalie leaders for the year, and Joel Girard finishes the season as the top goaltender in the NZIHL by save percentage. Huge props to Joel Girard. His first season actually regularly starting for the Stampede, rotating between him and Aston Brooks, and he has stepped into that role excellently. So congratulations, Joel. Seeing the team scoring leaders now for both teams. Alex Gagnon leading the Red Devils. Fabian Haast in second place. 34 points for Fabian Haast. 29 of those are assists. As we saw last night, he loves to set up his teammates. So good. He exposes the puck, gets the defenseman to reach, then he protects it and drives through the defenseman's hands and stick to protect it, and then sets up his teammates for excellent scoring chances. Draws a lot of pressure. And Michael Morrissey, Swiss Army knife, he can do it all as well. Doesn't have the speed of Alex Gagnon or the size of Fabian Haast, but also a very intelligent player on 19 points for the Red Devils. Rudolf Lapsa, the Latvian import, leading the Swarm in scoring, scored a clutch goal yesterday. The only import playing for the Swarm, as Nico Hemming, their American import, has gone back to the U.S. with some injury and health issues. So
But a good season, though, for Dalmatau, and a surprise star for the Swarm this season, Josh Steen.
That's right, Josh Steen. He's been clutch. He really finds those soft areas and is really good at just pouncing on loose pucks and hammering them in. He's a sneaky, smart player, especially for a young player like that. Good hockey IQ. It's good to see.
So we see the starting lineups here for both teams. On the Botany Swarm side, we will have Caleb Price starting in net. His defensemen will be Oliver Hay and Nathan Hufnagel. And up top, we'll have Mike Latwell, Andre Kozak, and Wilson Kushnaruk.
And for the Red Devils, so it looks like they've mixed up the lines a little bit. We see Morrissey, the American, is between Eli Sujung-Paik at center and Mason Reese on the other wing. And we have George Hopkins on defense, Caleb Hance on defense, and Daniel Reason taking the goal today for the Red Devils. So we saw Tim Carey have an excellent game yesterday. He didn't have to make too many really spectacular saves, but he was just cool as a cucumber back there. The goaltender, Tim Carey, for the Red Devils. He made a lot of really calm glove saves, was really good at controlling those rebounds. Dan Reason, also a solid goaltender, a little bit older, plays well positionally, a little bit deeper in his net, playing between the pipes for the Red Devils. And as you said, Caleb Price making his debut for the Swarm. So a great young player, has represented New Zealand under 20s, under 18s. He's one of the depth goalies for the University of Washington Huskies. So you don't see very much of him during the Swarm season. He usually comes back around July and stays for a good bit of August and then heads back to the University of Washington. So great opportunity for Caleb Price to show what he can do.
Absolutely. A young star getting his first start in the NZIHL. Will be looking to get off to a good run. What's your game plan if you're the Swarm coach there, Bartek, tonight?
So I think after what we saw yesterday, where those imports for the Red Devils really dismantled the Swarm defense in that second period, I going into this, I would have thought if they kept those imports together, maybe do a bit of line matching. I think the line with Kyle March and Richie Hopkinson could play a shutdown role, but we see they've actually mixed up those imports as Morrissey has been separated from the two other imports. So that makes line matching a little bit more difficult.
Well, we're underway here. Last regular season game for the NZIHL this season. The game essentially means nothing, but definitely some pride on the line. The Swarm want to at least try finish on a flurry. Maybe take some momentum into next season. For the Red Devils, it's all about getting past this game as they will head to the semi-finals in Queenstown to take on the Stampede, who are absolutely ramping things up at the moment. And once again, they will be a tough team to beat this season, Bartek. In my opinion, the only team that can beat them is the Thunder, as Kushnaruk goes to the net. Didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, that's right. The Stampede, for those of you who are relatively new to the NZIHL, the Stampede are the most dominant team in NZIHL history, have won 9 of the last 10 championships. The only exception was the 2018 Admirals, who managed to take them down.
Now Dalmatau, he gets a shot off. Looks like it hit Higgins on the way to the net. Pass from Lupsa is intercepted there. And the Red Devils will come their way with Higgins on the near side. Dalmatau loses a stick into the bench. Nice catch there by Hufnagel.
Hufnagel playing equipment manager, handing Dalmatau back his stick.
Gagnon dodges a hit there from Simon. Now Higgins will pick it up in the zone. Gagnon with a backhand shot on net. Higgins actually was looking for a redirect there. Now Gagnon. His pass into the middle, intercepted by Wimmer. Could potentially pass into the middle. Darren was trying to get a shot off.
Good defensive play by Rudolf Lopsa to tie up his stick at the last second.
Could potentially see this one possibly getting a little bit hairy later on, Bartek, as you know, the Swarm essentially have nothing to play for. That could, you know, if you're on the Red Devils side, you just want to, you know, keep your nose clean, not get into any dirty stuff, and probably don't agitate the Swarm because they're probably a little bit peeved off that they're not going to the postseason.
Yeah, a little bit frustrated. As we saw, Rudolf Lopsa taking a bit of frustration out of the Devils player, crunching him into the boards. So we're getting physical early.
Now Stitley will play a pass up to March. He'll just put it in low and get a change. Reason with a, oh dear, oh no, Steen couldn't put it home. He will want that one back, oh my dear.
Oh, Reason put it on a plate for him.
Reason just absolutely left it there on a hot plate, and Steen somehow could not tuck it home, but Steen's going to get the puck back. Second try, gets a shot off. Reason makes the save. Oh, I can't wait for a replay on that one, Bartek. That is...
Oh, me too. I'm curious what happened. Did Steiner bobble it, or did the Devils player get a stick on it? I don't know. I'm curious.
Quigley with a nice move. Still with it as Quigley as Brown plays the body on him. Now Pake, he gets his second shift already this evening. He only had one last night.
Good to see Andrei Serikov on the ice for the Swarm. Moved to the Swarm from the Admirals this season. I think this is his first regular season game for the Swarm. It's great to see the young player out there.
Yeah, he actually came along with Leon Quigley as well. And now Koptev will pick the puck up with a bit of pace. Serikov going the net, gets the shot off, not on target. Wimmer will play it low. The Red Devils are there in the form of Hopkins. Definitely not as fluid as last night to start the game are both teams.
Yeah, though, as we just saw right there, Quigley almost had a chance to tap one in as it came flying across the crease.
Koptev with a chance, busts it to Serikov. Maybe should have shot instead. Quigley with a shot that redirects on the way to the net. Good glove save there by Reason.
Yeah, great reflexes by Reason here. Looking at the replay now, as Reason bobbles that puck, comes off the heel of his stick, and
oh, he got the stick
Did Reason save it?
Yeah, he played he played the stick there.
That is an outrageous save. Reason.
Wow.
Wow. Hats off to you, Reason. Bailing yourself out there with that little poke check on the empty net.
Yeah, I'll take it back. Josh Steen didn't fluff it as much as we initially thought. Here's Gagnon, the speedster. He'll play it to Higgins. As predicted, the Red Devils are rolling the lines, as there's no point tiring out those imports.
Yeah, and they've split those imports up. We see Haas, Morsi, and Gagnon all on separate lines, so sprinkling that talent throughout their lineup tonight.
Because they are doing that, if I was a coach, I'd actually put them all back together just for the final period, just so they remember. Shot there from Guerin, he'll score.
Well, it looks like that strategy has paid off, as Gagnon playing playmaker there, feeding his teammate at the back door for an easy tap, and absolutely nothing that Caleb Price could do there. He has to respect that shot from Gagnon, and Gagnon just puts it on a plate. Absolutely no chance for the Swarm, and first goal for the Red Devils to open the scoring tonight.
Yeah, easy tap home there for Mikhail Guerin. I'm sure these guys are loving the mix-up in lines now. They're getting nice dishes at the back post like that from, you know, Superstar and Alex Gagnon.
Yeah, so speaking of the scoring race, now he's 2 points behind Connor Jean for the lead. Needs 3 points to pass him tonight.
Nicely play there by Hufnagel. Nice poke check on Fabian Haast. Oh, big hit there. Byfield on McDonald.
Yeah, Marcus McDonald took the worst of that one. Quite a short player, and so he took a bit of head contact there on that hit.
Does well once again. Gets hit there by Byfield. Does McDonald. Not the biggest player, Marcus McDonald. Highly skillful, though.
That's right, and very feisty, the Honey Badger, as he's sometimes known.
Haas unable to control that pass as Hufnagel will whip it over to Ollie Hay. And Bull will just put it in right on net as Price covers that up for a whistle.
So no change for the Swarm here, I believe. I don't think they should be allowed to change, as that was covered on a shot from outside the blue line. I believe that's the rule in the NZIHL as well. I think the referee might not have noticed.
What's that?
I think the Swarm shouldn't be allowed to change there, actually, because the shot was from beyond the blue line as Caleb Price covered it. But I think the referees might have missed that. So the Swarm managed to get a full line change in there.
Nice one there by Marissi. He actually got the pass to Gagnon. Now we'll see Marissi and Gagnon out there in the same line. So maybe they're playing hot lines out there. Might have a little mixer that just puts out the lines automatically for them.
Yeah, there's Haas out there as well with Gagnon.
Yeah, so the three inputs are back together for some reason. already.
Yeah. I guess they've decided to go for that scoring title. Why not? Get Alex Gagnon that... do we have a name for the scoring title in the NZIHL? Golden stick, maybe golden puck. I don't know.
That's what I actually said a couple of weeks ago. I'm not too sure there, Bartek. We have to look that one up. No, I don't think we do. Now Haast, he'll go in his own. Gagnon going to the net. Gagnon couldn't put it home at the back post. Probably should have done better with that opportunity, but nonetheless.
Slow to get up as well after taking a big hit from Luke Simon right after that missed chance.
Yeah, you definitely have to keep your heads up today. I'm sure the Swarm will want to finish every hit possible as Brown can't clear the zone. Koptev with a shot. Reason gave out a rebound initially, but then finally pounces on it.
Yeah, well done by Reason to pounce on that rebound, take away the second chance.
There's that chance there by Gagnon. Probably wanted that to get her home and then crashes into Luke Simon.
Yeah, missed opportunity there for Gagnon. 1 point on the board already, and it just skips off the toe of his stick, not able to tuck it in past Caleb Price.
So back underway, Tappan. Go around the back of his net, plays it up to Pake. He'll just get it out of the zone. Gallagher was given chase, couldn't get there in time. As Koptev will just chuck it in. Now Gallagher plays it up to Pake, who can't clear the zone. And Tappan will bang it around the boards for Pake.
Interesting. I think Kyle March is playing defense tonight. At least he's filling in a defensive position at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think I see Remy Sandoy out there, is what I've noticed.
Yeah, you're right. Missing Remy Sandoy tonight. It's a loss for the Swarm. Very defensively responsible player, Remy Sandoy.
Krishnaruk will leave it for Atwell. Atwell looking for options, plays it up high for Ollie Hay. He rips a shot, big save there by Reason. Atwell looking for a rebound, but none there available.
Yeah, well covered by Reason. And an easy save as there wasn't really any traffic in front of Dan Reason. The Swarm need to get some bodies in front of him, take away his eyes. It's very easy for an experienced goaltender like Reason to make a save on a shot like that. And getting some equipment adjustments done, Reason, and he's ready to go again. Whistle will come just to the right of Reason.
So Atwell and Ball will face off. One there by Atwell. Krishnaruk poke check on him by Ball. Now Haast. Just offside was Harry Lowe here on the near side.
And I think that was Hufnagel getting away with a little bit of a hook on Haast. Luckily, the offside was blown, so didn't have to take a penalty there.
I can already see some of the Swarm players, Bartek, trying to get under the skin of the Red Devils. They're looking for a reason here.
Oh, for sure. They're definitely agitated after being knocked out of the playoff race.
Absolutely. I'm sure they're playing this game with no S's given.
Good to see Marcus back out there, that he's okay after taking a big hit earlier in this game.
Haas trying to find a backhand pass to Josh Lowe, who will pick it up. He'll leave it on for Hans. Nice pass to find Haast. Haast trying to go through. Couldn't as he left it behind. Got past Hufnagel initially. Ollie Hay looking for a big hit there. Harry Lowe with a pass to Haast. Net's come off its moorings. Whistle is blown. Swarm will not be allowed to change there either.
Was it a Swarm player that knocked it off? I missed that one.
Yeah, assume it would be, as the Swarm are not allowed to get a line change.
Yeah, it might have been Caleb Price bumping the post. So thank you to Commercial Painting Limited for your sponsorship. Coming back for a third season sponsoring the Swarm. Appreciate your support, Commercial Painting Limited.
Gagnon and Dalmatel going up against each other in the face-off dot. As McDonald gains his zone, but he's got a couple of Red Devil players on him already. Now Brown will play it up for Higgins. Dalmatau intercepts it, leaves it on for Lapsa. Rudolph's Lapsa will just put on the brakes and play it up high. Simon tries to throw one on net, gets a redirect there by Dalmatau. Reason made a save. Simon to Dalmatau, he can't control it. Hopkins is there first. Guerin absorbs a hit. Shot there from McDonald, not on target. And 3 players just with holes in their sticks there.
Skips past everyone.
And Simon plays a big hit there on Guerin. Wimmer will play it low for McDonald. That's too far in front of him.
And we see a penalty called Rudolph's Lapsa. I don't know if they're taking the Devils player as well. A bit of slashing back and forth between the two of them.
Yeah, I think Higgins got a little cross-check on the back of Lapsa there.
So both of them go and we'll stay 5-on-5.
Yeah, Lapsa will get a slashing call, I would imagine, as he was whacking at his legs.
Just a couple love taps on the shin pads. Doesn't hurt too much if you get him in the shin pads.
So we will play 5-on-5 hockey. Tappan will bang it around for Pake. He plays it off the boards for Mason Rees with a bit of pace. Puts on the brakes as he had Winchester on him. Now Hance will play it up high for Marissi. Marissi will pick it up. Still with it is Marissi. Turning around from a couple of swarm players. Steen's pass hits the stick of Pake, but Hopkinson will pick it up and gain the zone. And the other way will come the Red Devils.
We have offsetting slashing penalties.
Tappan's pass just in front of Marissi. And Ollie Hay will just clear the zone all the way. Will be icing.
Teams remain at 5-on-5.
Seeing some discussion in the chat asking about the sort of skill level of this league compared to North America. So I would say it's roughly comparable to NCAA D3 or sometimes ACHA hockey. As we see, we've got Caleb Price from University of Washington in that for the Swarm, and we've also got, for example, Alexa Gibson played for University of Ottawa. And Grace Harrison played for NCAA D1 for St. Lawrence University. So similar sort of skill level as NCAA D3. Yeah, probably a good comparison.
Koptev, nice backhand pass, will actually find Jonsson. He can't get past Josh Lowe. Picked up here by Haast. He'll find Bull just a little bit too far in front of him to handle. And Quigley will play it up to Koptev. Josh Lowe try to keep it in the zone. And Byfield will fire it over to Bull, but Koptev's going to be there first. Koptev with a centering pass to Quigley. Nets come off. We will get a whistle, no change for the Red Devils.
That's right, as it was one of the Red Devils defensemen who knocked that net off. Good opportunity there for the Swarm, but weren't able to capitalize on the nice cross-crease pass. I believe that was Dima Koptev feeding Quigley at the back door.
And there is a range of age group of these players, anywhere from about 17 to about, I think, how old's Toby Shuck, 45?
I think he might even be a bit older, old Toby.
But most of the skating players are probably between 17 and 36, 37. Here's Bollies, he'll pick it up, big shot. Not on net.
That's right. I believe on the Swarm, the oldest player is Andy Hay. Not sure if he's dressed tonight. He played last night. I believe he's 38, 39. Andre Kozak, I think 37, and then myself, 36.
Now Kozak, you'll find a bit of time on the puck in the zone. Steals it back off Gallagher. Kozak still with it, shoots, scores!
Speak of the devil, Kozak, 37 years old, still banging those goals in. Just squeaks under the arm of Dan Reason to bring the Swarm level. Seeing on the replay now, Kozak, patient, dangles and just fires it just under the arm through the 7-hole, squeaks through. We are tied. Unlucky for Reason there. He thought he made the save, just trickles in.
And just on the note of all the players in this league, they do all go to work on Monday as well. And they only train about twice a week. I'm sure if they could train maybe 5 days a week and not have to get up at 5:30 to head to work, it might be a little bit better.
Yeah, of course. We've all got jobs, and a lot of the Swarm players are students, actually. Plenty of University of Auckland students.
Stolen here by Dalmatau. Try to get through the lane. Here's Winchester. He'll put one on net. Wicked redirect there by McDonald. It just missed the far post. A nice pass from Gagnon will find Gallagher. He'll just put it in for Guerin to run onto. Guerin will play it low for Gagnon. I think it's probably only Gagnon's 4th shift of the evening. Yesterday he would have been up to about 9 or 10.
Yeah, taking it easy, saving some energy for that big series against Stampede.
And talking about that, they're going to absolutely have to bring it. They are capable. They are. They just got to be consistent all the way through. Shot there from Dalmatau doesn't get through to the net. Good block by Brown. Big rip there by Hoofnagel. Not on target. Another rip by Ollie Hay. That just missed the post.
Few chances there for the Swarm. Just need to hit the net.
Now Hoofnagel, he'll just fire something on net. Reason was looking to catch that but missed it.
It just came off the tip of his glove.
As Gallagher receives a nice hit there by Hoofnagel right in front of the Red Devils bench.
Swarm are definitely finishing their checks tonight, not letting the Red Devils off easy.
You can tell the Red Devils are trying hard not to get agitated. They're doing a really good job so far at just, playing the game, trying to get it over and done with. There's no point getting into
so far from them.
No point getting into the niggly stuff. As Hans will play the body on Jonsson.
Does well to pin Jonsson against the boards. Pins his stick in hands, so he can't do anything there.
Now Marissi will just loft it into the center ice. Mason Rees trying to get there in front of Wimmer. Try to play it down for Paik, but there's a couple of Swarm players there. And Marissi will pick it up. Marissi still with it. We'll leave it for Tappan. Centering pass here to Paik from Marissi.
Just a little bit too much sauce there. Goes in the shin pads.
And a shot there from the point, blocked on the way of the net. How do you see the matchup between the Red Devils and the Stampede going, Bartek? I personally think the Red Devils don't have enough depth. They have an incredibly good first line. Their second line is pretty good, but look, their third and fourth line are pretty good too, but not the level of the Stampede's third and fourth line.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good assessment. I think they do have a shot if that top line, their 3 imports, if they can turn it on and do what they did yesterday to the Swarm, and what they did to the Stampede last weekend, I believe, where they won 8-7 or so. So they can definitely do it, but it's going to be an uphill battle for the Devils.
100%.
And they're going to need Tim Carey to play like he did last night. Nice and cool, calm and composed.
Now Haast gets a shot off right on Price. He covers that one up.
Unusual to see Haas shooting. I think that might be his 3rd shot of the weekend so far. He's usually looking for the pass, but this time doesn't see a good pass option. Thinks that pass is covered by the stick and just goes for the shot himself. Caleb Price doing well to hold the top of his crease and just take that right in the breadbasket.
You're just back on that matchup there, Bartek. If the Red Devils can, lift it up and take it to another notch, which they are absolutely capable of, because only a couple of weeks ago they did beat the Stampede in that Saturday game down in Christchurch. But you know, it is I think the format's going to be that 120-minute hockey game again, and that's tough to beat the Stampede, you know, in 120 minutes of hockey.
Yeah, and we're talking about the Devils' talent, but of course the Stampede have some excellent imports as well, with Max Roth and Connor Jean being absolutely dominant for both of them, or for the team, both of them being dominant.
Shot there from Ollie Hay, gets right on. He was looking for his own rebound, but Reason covers that up just in time. So how do you see Admirals and Thunder going? I'll start by saying Admirals do have the depth, but they just got to show up for 2 games, you know. So they've kind of been like the Swarm this season, just too inconsistent. Like when they're on, they're absolutely on. They're incredible, but they just don't do it enough, or as often as they should.
And an important point for the Admirals as well, Justin Daigle is back in Canada. His father sadly passed away a few days ago, so so the Admirals might be without their captain for that series, as of course family comes first.
Absolutely.
Condolences to Justin Daigle for your father's passing.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, Justin. Our thoughts are with you.
So a lovely man. Had the chance to actually take some shots from Justin and his father after a morning scrimmage one day. Had no idea he was ill. He was still lively and skating and shooting.
Here's Gagnon with a shot right on. Big save. Elapsa all alone. Shoots, big save, Reason.
Oh, massive save by Reason. Lapsa has been clinical in front of goal the last few games for the Swarm. Denied this time by Daniel Reason.
Thought he might just try dangle that one instead if you had all that time. We'll have a look at the replay. Sorry, that's where Kozak actually broke his stick.
Ouch, that's an expensive stick to lose. Hope you got a warranty on it. Might see the replay of that shot from Lapsa. I think he might have shot because Reason looked a little bit deep in his goal. He gave him quite a lot of real estate to work with. Lapsa just unable to finish, though.
Yeah, I personally stopped buying the top-of-line sticks. There's just no point. They get absolutely battered. After a season, you have a look at your pretty stick that you brought for $400 plus, and you're just like, man, this is almost done. I just go to the old Seabass from Enigma now.
I've got one fancy top-end stick that I use whenever I get to play for Swarm or in playoffs and BHL Prem, and then usually I use a middle-range stick just because they always snap in the shaft, the goalie sticks. You take a puck to the shaft and it's just broken.
So just back on Thunder and Admirals, you know, the Thunder, they just got to play their game, and in my opinion, they will make the grand final, but hey, the Admirals are probably the team you really don't want to play in the semi-finals, because you know if they turn up, they can absolutely beat anyone. As long as they turn up, they are absolute contenders.
Yeah, they have a core of very experienced players that have been playing together for a long time, like Vinny Cistroni and Scott Henry, so they can lean on that experience.
Higgins will gain the zone, actually falls to the ice, knocks the stick out of Wimmer's hands. Now Lapsa, one-on-one. Goes right through the middle. Lapsa couldn't tuck it home. He made a great move. Looks like he caught a stick up high as well. Oof. Oh, looks a bit sore.
He's done everything but score tonight, Rudolf Lapsa. Look at those dangles. I think it gets off the shoulder of Reason. We'll see from behind the net here. Rudolf Lapsa puts into a shooting position and then Dipsy Doodle dangles through the stick of the Red Devils defender. I think it came off of Reason's shoulder. Lapsa will be frustrated they wasn't able to finish that one, but great play by the big Latvian.
Yeah, there was actually no high stick in that play either, so no penalty for the Red Devils. Steen will play it to Hopkinson. And Ball will backhand that one out to Haast. As Harry Lowe has to put on the brakes or he would have been in the zone too early. Haast doesn't control it now. March
1 minute remaining in the period.
gets the pass through Byfield. Steen with a shot. Big pad save there.
Massive save by Reason. He's come up huge for the Red Devils back there.
Swarmer out shooting the Red Devils 13-5. But the Red Devils have definitely have seen their time in the ozone here in the first period for sure.
Yeah, they've had a few good opportunities that they haven't been able to convert, as we saw
Pass it from Ball to Haas to Harry Lowe. Look at that, tic-tac-toe.
Just as we were talking about the Red Devils' lack of offense, they shut us up with a quick goal here. Beautiful pass by Haas, one-touch pass to the back door. Easy as you can make it on a plate. Plenty of time for the Red Devils player. Maybe have a think about it. Where does he want to put it? No, he just goes quick and easy, taps it in. Beautiful feed by Haas.
And it was a great play there by Harry Bull putting the Hayden Bull putting the stick out to stop a defensive zone pass by the Swarm, which actually created the turnover. So good work by him. Big hit there, Higgins on Serikov. Not the two biggest guys going at it, but you could hear it from here.
Yeah, Serikov had his head down and got clobbered there.
Quigley trying to gain the zone. Brown with a pass, and that will do it for the first period. Red Devils 2 goals to 1. They are getting outshot, but it was a pretty even first period there, Bartek.
Yeah, I know one reason why the Devils are ahead. Daniel Reason back there in goal came up huge on a few chances. Breakaways, 2 breakaways. Well, 1 breakaway, 1 sort of one-on-one opportunity for Rudolf's Lapsa. Reason shut him down. And then the big guns showed up for the Devils when it mattered. Gagnon scoring, Haas setting up a beautiful tap-in as well. Or actually, sorry, Gagnon also was setting up the tap-ins tonight. Both being very unselfish. I'm just so used to say Gagnon scores after last night.
Yeah, he was a weapon last night. He is a weapon in general. But we'll take a quick break, get the ice resurfaced, and we'll be right back for period 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a 2-1 hockey game. The Red Devils with the 2 goals over the Botany Swarm at the moment. A pretty good first period. Definitely not as exciting as last night's. You can see the Swarm, they know there's not really much to play for, but they're finishing their hits. They're being physical. They are still wanting to play some hockey. But what do you reckon?
Yeah, that's right. We saw Nathan Hufnagel in particular and Rudolf Slapsa delivering some big hits. Rudolf Slapsa, the Latvian import for the Swarm, still bringing the fire. He's competing hard as ever. Had a few good opportunities that first period to score, denied by Daniel Reason. He's the reason that the Red Devils are up 2-1, as the shots were 13-6 for the Botany Swarm. But Devils did really well to take their chances. Gagnon and Haas setting up both the goals with beautiful feeds for easy tap-ins right past Caleb Price. Nothing that Caleb Price could do about those shots there. So keys for the Swarm, I think, as usual, need to shut down Gagnon, Haas, and Morrissey, those 3 imports for the Devils, running rampant just like they did yesterday. Even though they've taken their foot off the gas a little bit, you don't see that same intensity from those imports. They still have that high-end talent. And for the Devils, they've been sitting back a little bit during that first period, but they're up 2-1. I think they'll probably want to tighten up a little bit, reduce the amount of shots coming in on Reason, or at least try and keep them to the perimeter, clear out any traffic in front of Reason so you can see all those shots coming in.
Absolutely. Good couple of points there, Bartek.
Yeah, I hope you guys have got some fuel there for this second period. My lovely wife Tanya brought Bryce and I some chips and nuggies. Nothing better than arena chips and nuggies, right?
Oh, they are pretty good here, I got to admit.
They could do with some poutine. Hockey arena poutine, that's a treat. Need to get the rink staff to buy some cheese curds, delicious gravy.
We could set up our own little stand with it and get someone to sell it on behalf.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the good business venture for next year, maybe.
We're underway for the second period. Swarm playing chase already. Tough angle shot there from Kozak, not going to trouble Reason. Well, tries to keep it in the blue line. Morrissey will catch that one right in front of the Swarm bench and play it down. Backhand pass from Brown over to Gagnon. His pass intercepted here by Kozak. He's tracking back hard though. Passes it to Kushnaruk, who couldn't get a shot off. Had his pocket picked by Tappan. Now Brown also unable to clear. Kozak fakes a shot, gives it to Kushnaruk. Gets a shot off, but a big pad save there by Reason.
Reason solid, just like in the first period, denying the Swarm there.
Yeah, the Red Devils a little bit too casual with their breakout passes just now.
Yeah, they don't want to get into any bad habits as they're going to be up against the Stampede in the first round of the playoffs.
And now Luke Simon's going to look to go coast to coast. Got a shot off, but that hit the stick of Brown.
I think the net is off.
It is. Shot there from Wimmer. That's not going to trouble anyone. Shot there from Simon. Actually takes a redirect of Bull. And that's put right back in by Wimmer. Offside the call. Oh, no, it's not. They finally saw the net off.
Reason trying to put it back on its moorings, but the referee decided to blow the whistle. So we get ready for the whistle. We'd like to thank and welcome to the Hive our newest sponsor, Queen Bee Cleaning Services. Every hive needs a queen, and we are proud to call you ours. And of course, we've got our very own Queen Bee, Grace Harrison, backing up tonight. Very casual game for Grace. She's having a chat with the Red Devils players on the bench.
Now Winchester will just play it into this near corner. Byfield will get there in front of Dalmatau. Harry Lowe looking for some options, just plays it up to his brother who clears the zone.
My apologies, actually. I should have said Grace Hunt as she took on Margie Hunt's last name after their wedding earlier this year. I need to get used to that, calling her Grace Hunt.
Yeah, shot there from McDonald. There was a rebound there for a second. Yeah, I actually spoke with Margie Hunt yesterday, and Grace was really happy to take her last name as Margie's father actually had 3 girls, so he wanted to keep the name in the family for a little bit longer.
Oh, that's very nice of her. I think it works well, Hunt. I think it's a nice last name, Grace Hunt.
It's just a shame now that the Swarm are out of the playoffs, Hunt. And
yes, they are. But they're still competitors. As Rafael Nadal, the tennis player, said, people thought of me as a winner, but I'm a competitor. Winning and losing is temporary.
that is true. And it's not like the Swarm have actually been poor this season. They just have not been consistent enough in their games.
Yeah, that's right. As we saw yesterday, they were quite good actually through the first period and the first half of the second period until they had a little bit of defensive lapses, allowing the Devils back into the game.
Guerin gets dispossessed there by March momentarily, but gets the puck back. Now Marissi trying to find Gagnon. Does well to trap that on the stick. Gets a tough angle shot off, not on target. As Brown tries to whip it back in. Now Higgins' pass actually comes off the skate of Guerin. He was actually looking for Gagnon. Guerin will find Higgins now. But Hufnagel tracking back nicely and gets it out of the zone.
Yeah, great stick by Hufnagel. And if you'd like to support Nathan Hufnagel and Wilson Krishnaruk, they're chiropractic students and need a few more patients to finish their chiropractic training. So come see them at the Chiropractic Center in Mount Wellington if you'd like to help them out. Lovely guys, Wilson and Nathan.
As Luke Simon tries to play it low to find Quigley. Simon plays it down low for Koptev. Wanted a pass back, didn't come. Koptev looking for options, finds Wimmer. Wimmer with a big shot. Great save there by Reason.
Reason's helmet has come loose. He's trying to get the referee's attention. Took that shot to the head, and often when that happens, the straps pop on the mask. Sometimes it can be a little bit risky because you don't actually know that your strap is flapping around, and then you move and your helmet pops off. As we saw actually in the NHL this year, Jeremy Swayman, the goaltender for the Boston Bruins, actually almost lost his head as his mask was coming off just as a slap shot came in. Nearly took his head off.
I didn't actually catch that. Elaborate a little bit more on that. What happened?
So his mask had come loose because one of the straps had popped earlier in the play, and Jeremy Swayman didn't realize, and as the slap shot was coming in from the point, I think it glanced off the top of his mask as it was falling off of his head. So maybe mask manufacturers need to do something about this. I know there's a goaltending coach in Canada, future pro goaltending, Jeremy, or Mike McKeegan, used to play for the Calgary Flames, who's gone on many rants about this, the issues with goaltending masks coming off.
It's a bit of goaltender talk in the Botany Cub.
That's right. Oh, I haven't said RVH yet, actually.
I was just thinking that.
There haven't been many opportunities to say it, really. Neither teams have been shooting from that low sort of goal line position where you usually use the RVH.
I'll pass over to Tappan.
You need to get that RVH counter up for whoever's playing this drinking game.
Tappan still with it. Gets a tough angle shot off. Not going to trouble Price from there. Price has probably looked quite solid, in my opinion, for his very first NZIHL start so far. Here's Dalmatel with a turnover from Hans. Dalmatel can't get past Josh Lowe. So he tries to play it up to his brother. And now Hayden Bull just got Ollie Hayter beat. He's got Haas going hard to the net. Harry Lowe passes it to Bull, gives it to Haast. Dalmatel gets in there and steals it off. A centering pass there by Harry Lowe. But there's a few people back there for the Swarm. Harry Lowe with it behind the net. Looking for a little wraparound. No, he wasn't. Swarm can't get the puck at the moment. And it goes all the way to the net. They put it in from Bull. Ref is waving it off.
High
saying
stick.
a high stick.
Yeah, Swarm got away with one there. So that puck was up in the air. Yeah, you see the Red Devils player just whack it out of the air. Caleb Price sliding a little bit out of position, but he's bailed out by the whistle from the referee. Yeah, sliding a little bit too far outside of his post. I'd like to see Caleb maybe try a little bit more of a controlled slide, trying to stay within his post there. But no issue, no worries. Face off outside the zone.
And good work here by Gagnon. He'll get a shot off, but right into the breadbasket of Price. Good work there by Gagnon. Won the face-off and then looked for a cheeky little backhand pass to Marissi and then just found himself in the zone with the puck.
Yeah, well done. And good save by Caleb Price there, staying at the top of his crease, holding his edges, taking it right in the breadbasket. He's quite big for a young goaltender, only 20 years old. I think he's about 6'3" or so. Takes up a lot of net.
Well, Brown was looking for Gagnon. Pass does actually get to him eventually. Gagnon's still with it. Can't get a shot off as Wimmer lifted the stick. Pass there from Hopkinson to Steen, just a little bit too far in front of him. No icing as Hopkins is there for the Red Devils. Now Haast got Gagnon with him. Gagnon back to Haast, but tracking back nicely was Hopkinson, and good chance there for Marissi, but couldn't put it home. Gagnon with a shot that hits the skate of Hopkinson.
Complete chaos in front of the Swarm net. Lucky to get away with that one there.
Yeah, that top line out there for the Red Devils, the three imports together.
Yeah, they've been mixing up the lines. At first, they started the game splitting them up, and they're all back together. Maybe trying to get Gagnon to the top of that scoring race, as he's only 2 points behind Connor Jean for the title.
As Hopkins' helmet comes off, and a goal. Marissi gets the final touch. I was actually looking at Hopkins down here with his helmet off.
Yeah, that's right. We see, let's see if Gagnon got an assist on that one. Maybe he's edging a bit closer to Connor Jean. Let's see who fed that to Morrissey. That was Haast, I think, getting the touch, getting the primary assist. We'll see who the second assist is credited to. But there you go, and I think maybe a little bit of an error on the stream. Should be 3-1 for the Red Devils rather than 2-2. We'll get that fixed for you ASAP. So 16-9 the shots for the Swarm, but 3-1 the score for the Devils. They'd be clinical, taking their chances well when they've come.
And Reason will cover that one up as a couple of Swarm players were looking for a rebound there.
Swarm have struggled to generate some chances in the second period. They had quite a few in that first period, as we saw a big stick save by Reason after bobbling the puck. Made a couple big saves on Rudolph Slapsa as well, but the Swarm has struggled to generate those really high-quality chances in the second period so far.
It's the story of yesterday, the Red Devils coming out hot in that second period. They definitely need to start like they do in the second period if they're going to beat the Stampede. Now Koptev will just put it in low. Kushnaruk giving chase, but Tappan will be there first for the Red Devils. Tappan still with it, plays up the boards. As Hans absorbs a hit there from Kushnaruk. And Kozak will find himself behind enemy lines. Kozak with it, goes right to the net. Reason makes a save. Kozak looks hurt.
I think he might have taken a stick to the face, possibly. Let's see on the replay here. Kozak doing well. Oh, maybe it might have been the hip to the knee. I think, yeah, Kozak is down, not feeling great. Yeah, I think it might be a knee injury. I know Kozak has had knee issues in the past. So I think it was the contact between the hip and the knee. Hopefully not an ACL injury for Kozak. Yeah, he's struggling. I think that might be the game for him. Just coasting on one leg.
I would imagine it probably would be, Bartek.
Kozak, 1 goal in the game already, and I think that'll be it for him and it for the season. Good save by Daniel Reason on that play. As you saw, Kozak didn't have much space to work with, and so Daniel Reason just got down, a nice blocking butterfly, hands tight to the hips, didn't give Kozak any space to work with, and keeps the score 3-1.
I think the next we'll see Kozak will be in the BHL, the best league in the country, Bartek.
Oh, that's right. So I think these will, this weekend has probably been the last games that you'll see for the NZIHL in Auckland, unless the Admirals can pull out some magic. But you can catch a lot of these players.
They have to rely on the Red Devils too, beating the Stampede. Lapsa, nice pass to Atwell. Puts it home. Lapsa couldn't tuck it home. It was right there.
Oh, my. Lapsa, he's had so many opportunities today, but just isn't going in for him.
Now Kushnaruk keeps it in the zone. Kushnaruk with a shot. Not going to trouble Reason.
I think in that case, probably I'd like to see Wilson Krushnaruk shoot low off the pad, as we saw Lapsa hanging out just to the left of Reason. Could have created a rebound and then an easy tap in for Lapsa. But Reason instead catches it right in the breadbasket, gets a whistle, keeps the score 3-1. As you were saying, the BHL, actually a lot of these players play in the BHL over the summer to stay fit. So if you'd like to catch some of your favorite NZIHL players, so you're welcome to drop in for some BHL games, completely free, of course, as well as catching a few beer leaguers like Bryce and myself in that league.
That is true. That's where we do our hustle in the summer.
That's right. It definitely keeps you fit trying to chase down Kozak when you're playing defense, eh?
Yeah, he's been the top point scorer in that league for how many years straight?
He loves coasting around the opposite blue line. Gets so many breakaways, that Kozak.
Oh, him and Reed Cole are just, they're so good together.
Yeah, Reed Cole sadly has missed the entire Swarm season this year. Big loss for the Swarm, as he's actually so good on the power play, just standing in front of the goalie, taking away their eyes. But sadly suffered a bad injury in the BHL actually over the summer. Needed surgery, I believe, and so missed the entire Swarm season. But
shot there from March, actually hit the stick of Brown.
Yeah, the Swarm hopefully will have Reed back next year. Will definitely help out with their power play.
Brown and Marissi play tic-tac-toe. Simon's stick actually broke. He'll go off. Wimmer trying to run it around, but stolen here by Haast. He tried to find Marissi, but everyone missed it. Now a foot race between McDonald and Tappan. Tappan getting there first. Tappan's such a solid defenseman, isn't he? He's an Ice Black now. Really good key part of the defensive unit for the Red Devils. He'll be a big part going into their semi-final for sure.
That's right. And his brother is Thomas Tappan, I believe, who runs the Two Dudes.
That's right.
Often, I believe they're sponsoring the Swarm this year, Two Dudes, men's sort of care products, moisturizers and things like that, deodorants.
Haast will cut into the middle, leaves it on for Gagnon. Gagnon trying to shoot low, trying to sneak it past the pad there of Price, but no luck.
So thank you, Thomas Tappan, for your sponsorship of the Swarm this year, helping us out a bit.
Dalmachow trying to go right through the middle of the Red Devils' defense. Now Ball with a nice move, but Hoofnagel reads it.
Hoofnagel's been very good today defensively. Lots of good defensive stick checks, lots of big hits from Nathan Hoofnagel.
Yeah, he's definitely a solid player. As Hans will bring it in the zone for the Red Devils and leave it on for Higgins with a shot. Hoofnagel tried to level Higgins there, but just missed. Now Steen, third leading point scorer for the Swarm, gets a shot off. There was a rebound there momentarily from Reason.
Reason playing really well positionally. You can see how many shots he's taking to the gut, to the chest. That's always a sign the goaltender's in the right spot. He plays a bit deep in his net, a bit deeper than Tim Carey, but holds his position really well. Doesn't give the shooters much to look at.
So face-off just to the left of Reason. Quigley actually taking this for the Swarm, but unable to win it against Gallagher. Seamus Gallagher actually one of the goal scorers for the Red Devils last night.
Yeah, that's right. I believe he scored a nice one where he split the D.
Bit of a little scrap for the puck as Serikov just rims it around. Now here's Sirikov with a shot once again right into the chest of Reason.
Reason, right spot, right place, right time. Keeping the score 3-1 as the Swarm have put 20 shots onto him compared to just 11 for the Devils. See 66 in the chat saying, we love BHL. Thanks for supporting us, beer leaguers playing alongside the big Swarm and Admiral stars in the BHL. And thank you everyone for joining us in the chat today for this last game that we'll be seeing in Botany. Let us know where you're viewing from.
Here's Gagnon, splits between March and Simon. Gagnon scores!
Alex Gagnon, absolutely clinical. Had an assist already, now a goal, and I think he's just 1 point behind Connor Jean now for the tie in the scoring title race. He could easily get 2 tonight and pop ahead of Connor Jean. Still plenty of time left to play, 7:38 in the second period, and one more period coming right up after this.
So now when the Red Devils do go against the Stampede, you could definitely run Gagnon double shifting every second shift he's out there. Not sure if Haast and Marissi would be able to keep up with him. That would, I'm not sure. I don't know how fit those two guys are, but you know how athletic Gagnon is. He'll be able to keep that up for at least 2 games.
I think Haast could. Remember we saw him doing donuts at the end of that last game, just skating in circles to kill time over and over and over.
That I do remember. Damatau trying to make a move on Hopkins.
Correction.
As Gagnon comes around and
that goal was scored by number 11.
puts that into the corner.
And the Red Devils' 4th goal was scored by number 88, Alex Gagnon. That goal comes unassisted.
Brink up pass to Haast is intercepted there by Wimmer. So the Red Devils find themselves 4 goals to 1 at the moment. It's not really working for the Swarm. They are getting their goal scoring opportunities, but they just seem to be shooting right into the heart of Reason. And now Gagnon. Nice poke check there by Wimmer to break that play up. Lupsa weighing up some options, had Dalmatau in the middle. Lupsa, nice work to get the stick lift off Haast. But Gagnon's going to come the other way of it.
Lopsa's battled very hard tonight. Doesn't have a goal to show for it yet, though.
Haast left it on for Gagnon, who got a shot off there. No, not on target. Hans will leave that on for Marissi. He tried a little between the legs pass. Hopkins, a nice backhand pass over to find Jonsson. Gagnon will just play it over to Hans. And he'll just throw something into the zone. Hopkinson fans on the pass to Steen, actually broke his stick, I think. Now Winchester will just throw it in as Rees lost the stick.
Good to see Nicholas Winchester out there. He counts as an import, and so he's able to play now that Nico Hemming has gone back to the U.S.
Ollie Hay tried to find Jonsson, who was camping in front of the net. Now a 2-on-1 opportunity, Harry Lowe and Rees. Harry Lowe just leaving it behind. Allows the Swarm to get back, but Tappan with a wrist shot just missed that left post. That was a good chance there for the Red Devils.
Yeah, it looked like the play had died after he bobbled the puck, but then had a nice trailer to feed it to.
Swarm will change 3 personnel. And that's put down there by Josh Lowe. Pake giving chase, but Hoofnagel will win the race.
Good battle by Nathan Hoofnagel. He's been solid tonight.
Harry Lowe looking for some options. He's got Gallagher in the middle. Guerin will leave it on for Harry Lowe. Nice play here by the Red Devils. Shot there by Harry Lowe. Made Price make a glove save. And once again, the net has come off, so we'll get a stoppage in play.
Maybe a little bit of tactical net displacement there by Caleb Price. The Price is right there. Made a big cuff save as well just before that. to keep his team in this game. Yeah, just slides into the post and it comes off. Yeah, he's a big guy, so he's going to knock those nets off when he slides into it.
I think your chips and nuggies will be freezing cold there now, Bartek.
Oh, they're still tasty. Cold nuggies are still good.
They are. As long as they are pre-cooked.
Yes. Yeah, you don't want to eat some frozen nuggies directly from the bag. Don't want to be responsible for suggesting any food poisoning.
Shot there from Byfield, actually hits Kozak, who's back out there. He's feeling better. Kozak plays it over to Kushneruk. Yeah, Kozak looks good as. Must have...
Looks like a slashing call coming. I'm not sure who
must have
that's
gone to the
against.
changing room for some supplements.
Bit of the magic spray that they use in football, maybe. Yeah, and we see a Red Devils player going to the box
Yeah, that'll be
for
Josh
a slash.
Lowe.
I missed the slash there, but I think they were just showing it on the replay. So an opportunity here for the Botany Swarm to try and get back into this game with 3 minutes and 57 seconds left in this period. They definitely want one to make it easier for them to climb back in as we go into the third period.
This is the first power play of the game for any team. Shot there from Dalmatel. That's off the side of the net. And Hufnagel's shot blocked by Bull. Now Lapsa trying to go right through the middle as that's going to be put down the other end.
Yeah, Lapsa turning on the Jets there. Just not able to hold on to it.
As Hufnagel will bring it in for the Swarm. 30 seconds already gone on the power play. Hufnagel will get it back. Rips a shot. Dalmatel looking for a redirect, but that's going to go up into the netting.
Yeah, I think it just came off of Dalmatel's stick.
Here's that shot there from Dalmatel, diving.
Looks like he's struggling a bit getting back up there after taking that tumble. You know, I like the rule change, actually, that it's been a few years now that the rules changed. So previously, if it came off an attacker's stick, the faceoff would come outside of the zone. But I think it's just much cleaner that they hold the faceoff wherever the puck went out. And it encourages a little bit more offense as well. So I really like that rule change in hockey we've seen.
Face-off on there by Dalmatel. Simon Hufnagel with a shot. Dalmatel got a redirect there, but Reason right in front of it. Swarm definitely need a goal from this power play if they're going to get back in this one. Dalmatel back and pass. Steen with a shot. Whistle is blown as once again the net has come off. Steen actually found himself right in that low slot area with a chance to shoot, and Reason came out and closed the door.
I think we definitely need some better pegs. We've seen the nets come flying off their moorings several times today. And we hope that you're enjoying this heart-stopping action. On that note, a big thank you to AED New Zealand cardiac equipment specialists. Don't skip a beat with AED New Zealand. As we finish off this power play, 53 seconds left.
And there goes Gagnon. Gets around Stiley, gets a shot off. That's not going to trouble Price. As Brown tries to clear it the length of the ice. Kozak actually hit it out of midair. No high stick on the play. Marcus McDonald actually looks like he's playing defense.
Yeah, that's interesting, actually. Slightly the lone defenseman out there.
And that's going to go the length of the ice. Marissi is going to wave the icing. Throws it right into the middle where Gagnon was coming in. A huge save there from Price.
Well done by Caleb Price to read that. He sees that. You see the head check there, the quick head check from Caleb Price. You love to see that as the puck is not in a dangerous position. Look, he's looking for Gagnon. He sees him coming. He knows the pass is coming. Just loads up, pushes, gets a toe on that one. Well done by Caleb Price. Good read from the young goaltender.
Was that the RVH?
No, that's just an ordinary butterfly. We'll see some RVHs soon, I hope.
I'll get it right one day.
I'll point it out when it happens so you know. Maybe introduce a little bit more technical goalie jargon. Maybe a little bit of lateral leases, some pandas, some VHs.
No, that's fine. And Reason will cover that one up to get a whistle as Hopkinson absorbed a hit there from Higgins.
Nice standing save by Reason there, and just pounces on that puck, gets the whistle. He's made 24 of 25 saves tonight. Solid back there for the Red Devils.
I see the fans are loving the intermission Zamboni cam.
Oh yeah, big shout out to Michael Domingan, our producer. He's a man of the people. Put the camera on the Zamboni just like you guys were requesting last night. Glad you're enjoying it.
March does well to control that. Gets a pass off to Jonsson, who rips a shot off the blocker.
Cool as a cucumber making that save standing up. Get those cucumber emojis in the chat.
You look at the shot differentials of both teams. Jonsson goes right through, cuts through Rees. So the Red Devils were 4 goals off 13 shots, but the Swarm only 1 goal off 25. Reason is definitely having a day.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
Yeah, and he's making it look easy on a lot of those, taking them in the chest, in the gut.
Now Brown. Trying to find Tappan in the middle, or maybe Mason Rees. As Hufnagel throws it right down to Lapsa, just offside. So no goal. That was close. Have to see the replay on there.
What a pass there. Yeah, that might have been offside. Hopefully, maybe we could see from behind the net if there's a behind the net view. Oh, it's hard to see the blue lines there. What a pass by Nathan Hufnagel. Got some sauce on that, tape to tape onto Rudolf Lapsa's stick, but just offside the Latvian. He's been unlucky today, has had lots of chances, played really well, but just can't get the puck into the net. He's a bit of a playmaker, actually, but has taken up that goal-scoring role for the Swarm really well as they've struggled to score goals. Usually Rudolf Lapsa prefers to set people up than put in the net.
As McDonald gets bumped off the puck there by Josh Lowe and gets smashed into his own bench. Lapsa fires it over to Dalmatel, but that's just too far in front of him.
A great pass, just a little bit too far in front of Dalmatel. Maybe need a longer stick, Ivan.
Lapsa trying to steal it. He does off Haast. Centering pass to Dalmatel. Once again, not shooting at open net, going straight into the chest of Reason, Bartek. You're not going to score that way.
In the right place, at the right time. He's pretty deep in his net, but he plays almost like a Connor Hellebuck or Henrik Lundqvist sort of style. Just deep in his net, positionally solid, good hands, and making it look easy. And another good pass by Rudolf Lapsa to set up Ivan Dalmatel. Just can't get it into the net.
Josh Lowe unable to clear. Kushnaruk tries to get something to Kozak. And for a centering feed there for Outwell, but that will do it for the second period. Canterbury Red Devils 4 goals to 1 against the Botany Swarm, who are definitely trying to win this game, Bartek, but they are just not putting the puck in the back of the net when they get their chances.
Yeah, they've had a lot of opportunities in the second half of this period. They've played really well. Rudolf Lapsa in particular generating a number of scoring chances, both for himself and his teammates, but the puck's just not going in. Reason is a brick wall back there. He's the reason.
He is
why
the reason.
It's only 4-1.
That is true. He is absolutely having a day out there.
Yeah, great performance. So I think the Red Devils can have a lot of confidence in their goaltending tandem. Tim Carey last night looking solid. Reason as well. So Red Devils fans, I think you have some promise going into that first round series.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said a couple of weekends ago, it doesn't matter who really makes the semi-finals this year. I think any team has the potential to take it out. Unlike previous seasons, you kind of knew that the first and second team were probably going to the grand final, but this year it is definitely up for grabs. Yes, it will be an uphill battle because technically the Stampede, they do look better on paper because they got the most points throughout the season, but you can't write off any team this season.
Yeah, and the Stampede just have that winning mentality. They just know how to win. Can't stop, won't stop winning. They just keep going and going. Don't get down when they get scored on. They reset really well.
But for Canterbury,
Yes.
in Gagnon they trust.
In Gagnon and Haas as well, Morrissey,
yeah.
those three imports have been so clutch for them. I think Haas actually, I think he's my favorite one to watch. He doesn't have the fast hands and the shot that that Gagnon has, but I really love his hockey IQ. He's just so good at protecting the puck and feeding his teammates. You saw that beautiful feed in the first period for an easy tap-in. Puts it on a plate for his teammate.
Well, we'll take a quick break, get the ice resurfaced, and come up with the final period of hockey, and stay tuned to watch the Zamboni game, which is actually quite entertaining in my opinion.
That's right. Get yourself some chips and nuggies too, and we'll see you soon.
Welcome back to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go for the final period of the NZIHL regular season. The Red Devils with a commanding lead, 4-1. The Swarm are not capitalising on their goal scoring opportunities. The Red Devils are. They're mixing things up, they're playing around a little bit, and the Swarm just don't really have an answer at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. The Red Devils have done really well to take their chances. Alex Gagnon with a goal and assist. Haast with a nice assist. Who else has been on the score sheet tonight? I think Morrissey got one as well. Morrissey got one that squeaked just under Caleb Price's arm. So the Red Devils doing really well to take their chances when they've come. The Swarm have generated a number of chances, but just can't force that puck past Daniel Reason. He's the reason. They've only got one goal tonight.
He is surely the reason why. It's going to be a tough pick for the coach heading into... We have seen a lot of split series this season for teams. We've also seen them rotate goaltenders, which hasn't been a thing in the NZIHL in recent seasons, you know, giving goalies that opportunity and chance and rotating them, which I think is a very good thing to do. But do you reckon we're going to see teams actually go with their number one for both games in the semis?
I think actually the Stampede are probably going to rotate. They've done really well rotating Aston Brooks and Joel Girard. Both those goaltenders near the top of the stats. Well, Joel Girard himself, #1 in the league in save percentage so far this year. Well, to wrap up the season, he's the top goaltender, and Brooks just a place or two behind him. So I think the Stampede will probably rotate. I could see Christchurch doing it as well. With both Reason and Carey.
Krishnarook backhand scores with a pass from Kozak.
Just as I was hyping up Daniel Reason, Wilson Krishnarook puts the Swarm back into this game. Picks off a pass here and dangles to the backhand, shelves it over the pad of Daniel Reason. Welcome to the third period, Reason. You're going to have to work for this one. And he almost gets his hand on it, but Wilson puts it just out of reach inside the post. And we have a game on our hands here. 4-2 now for the Devils. 27-13 the shots for the Swarm. Finally getting rewarded for all their offensive effort, the Swarm.
And they'll get that second line out there already after only 18 seconds of that shift. Thought they might get that line out there as they did get a goal. Now Tappan will play it up for Higgins.
The imports are split up again for the Devils as we see Gagnon without Haast and Morrissey on his line.
Yeah, not sure why. Maybe they're trying to mismatch and get that top line out against the Swarm's second or third line. In terms of depth, the Swarm, when they go through their lines, 1, 2, and 3 are pretty similar, to be honest. As Gagnon will gain the zone, fakes a slap shot, gets a shot off now.
Really good positional save by Caleb Price there, taking that right to the chest, holding his crease, gets the whistle. Yeah, I think you're right, and I would say the Swarm probably have the best depth of any team in the league, and the best young players. They have a really bright future, as we see so many good young players for the Swarm. In fact, right now, the only player, I think Rudolph's is 24, everybody else is 23 or younger on this line here.
And to that point, Bartek, that's why I think the Thunder are doing well. You know, they had quite a few young players, you know, Morgan Blair, Ian Orders, a couple of others, but they're finally coming to fruition now in this league. And now that they've got an extremely good pairing of imports, that's why they are up there.
Yeah, that's right. It's Luke Stegman for the Thunder, and who's their other import again? It's Stegman.
Sam Loisel.
Oh yeah, Loisel. It's Loisel, like Mademoiselle. He's Quebecois. I think he's Quebecois. Could be French too. I don't know. Quebec French is the best French. Sorry if there's any French people watching in the chat.
Simon looking to cut into the middle. He does. Plays it up high for Dalmatau. His shot blocked by Byfield. Swarm trying to generate some more attack. Pass right into the crease. Reason had to get down and make a pad save. That was hairy.
Reason solid, not rattled at all by that goal against.
Pass with a couple of Swarm players there. They do turn it over but can't maintain possession. Wimmer will put it in low for Lupsa, but he tried to play it on for Dalmatau. And unable to clear the zone. Here's Dalmatau. Left the puck behind. Very uncharacteristic like from Ivan Dalmatau. Now Haast tried to play it into Harry Lowe. He couldn't get a clean shot off.
Well done by Caleb Price to stuff him. Just pops out high in his crease. Doesn't give him any space to work with. As he saw, the puck was bobbling.
I reckon we might get a little bit of a goal fest here this period, I might quietly call.
Oh, that would be exciting. Love to see a few more goals here.
Oh, everyone loves watching goals. That's why we watch the game for the hits and the goals. Now Dalmatau gets a shot off.
And the big saves, of course. So we saw one there from Reason.
Yeah, big saves are good too. Johnson cuts into the middle, gets a shot off. Rebound. Dalmatau, nice block.
I think he's denied by the stick of the sliding player. Let's see that on the replay now. Good shot. I think that was Janssen getting that shot. And I think it was off the stick as the player, he tucks his chin down so he doesn't take it to the face.
Yeah, Hopkins getting down just in the nick of time.
Oh, right. He saved his teammate who was down on the ice from getting hit in the head. Good defensive play by Hopkins.
Morrissey wins that draw against Hopkinson. Tappan weighing up his options. He'll just play it to Rees on the near corner. Puck now in the hands of the Swarm. They put it in low. As Tappan tries to backhand that one around for Paik. Paik plays it right into the middle. Lucky Hans was there. Steen trying to steal it back. Rees will play it to Paik. As Morrissey steps in, tries to play tic-tac-toe in mid-air with the puck. Brown to Morrissey. He was looking for Rees, but he just puts it in low. Ollie Hay will just rip one in. Quickly picks it up. He was looking for Koptev in the middle. Well read there by Morrissey, and now Sean Brown will start the breakout. Wimmer trying to leave it behind for his defensive partner Simon, who can't clear the zone as Guerin reads it well. Hopkins just keeps that inside the blue. No, he doesn't. Ref calls that offside. That was a tough one.
It's old Doug, the referee, there with his sharp eyes, making the call.
And yeah, you got to have sharp eyes, Bartek, because those lines.
Oh, that's right. Commercial Painting Limited. Can we get some blue and red paint for this rig? Thank you for your sponsorship again, Commercial Painting Limited.
Simon plays it up for Quigley. He was pressured on by Brown, so just has to elect to put it in deep. Brown with the steal against Quigley. Simon turns it over. Simon tries to get a shot, but that's deflected up and out of play.
And one more big thank you to Queen Bee Cleaning Services, delivering commercial, residential, and custom cleaning services Auckland-wide. Thank you, Queen Bee. Your own Queen Bee, Grace Hunt, on the bench, watching on this last game of the season.
So the teams will have a week break after this, and then the semi-finals will start on the same weekend. There'll be 2 games on the Friday. Shot there from Atwell right in the mid-slot section.
Once again, Daniel Reason coming up huge. Referee doing his job, helping out the Swarm there. Well, actually, no, I think he stopped a Swarm pass, helping out the Devils, rather.
Yeah, so both of those games will start on Friday, the 7th of August. And I believe they'll be starting at the exact same time, one in Dunedin, one in Queenstown. So, Bartek, we're going to have a little gathering party. I'll bring a TV and we'll... which one are we going to have the sound on for, though, while watching 2 screens?
Ooh, I think I'd like to watch the Stampede game. I think that one's going to be pretty exciting. Stampede Devils, all that talent on display. Connor Jean, the former ECHL player for the Stampede, has been on fire. Just 2 points ahead of Alex Gagnon for the scoring title. See if Alex Gagnon can catch him in this third period.
I reckon what we'll do is we'll start with the sound on the Stampede Red Devils series, and then we'll put the sound on for whichever game has the closest scoreline.
Oh, that's a good call.
Because we're definitely not listening to two at the same time.
Yeah, we can't multitask that well. What's some good hockey snacks? I feel like poutine, that's just good hockey food, but I don't know if it's the best finger food for watching a game. Tacos, maybe some tacos, bit of Tex-Mex.
What about some just classic Kiwi steak and beers?
Steak and beers, nice. Maybe a little sausage sizzle if the weather's cooperating.
Nah, sausages are not that great, mate. They're unless you got gourmet beef flavored sausages or some nice spicy lamb ones. The pork ones are just not it. I don't know why people like those, but hey,
yeah,
that's my opinion. Dalmatel will score! Cuts right into the middle and tucks it past Reason. We've got a 1-goal game now.
Ivan Dalmatel finally getting on the score sheet. Has had so many opportunities tonight. Has battled hard and just squeezes it through the legs of Daniel Reason. And he gets hammered for his effort here. Seeing on the replay now from behind the net. Drives to the net, kicks it to his stick, and just tucks it around Reason. Reason in the RVH position. There you go, RVH drink in the chat.
A good move there by Dalmatel. We've actually got a game in our hands now. I thought the Devils were going to kick on and shut this one down. But the Swarm, they're not giving up. Even though this game absolutely means nothing, they are not taking it lightly, which is great to see.
These guys are competitors. They're doing it for pride and for the fans who have come here to watch.
I personally wouldn't have blamed them if they didn't really take this game seriously. But like I said at the start of the game, once... Oh, no! Shot there from Hopkins. He'll get a goal as Price made a save with the glove, but accidentally let it in the net.
Oh, that's a tough one for Caleb Price. Seeing that shot from the point, he gets a clear look at it, but he just catches it sort of behind himself. So a little bit of a technical error here from Caleb Price. There is a little bit of a screen, actually. I think that's Leonard Wimmer trying to play goalie. Maybe took away Caleb Price's eyes a little bit there. But you see him try and make the save sort of beside his body. You want to make those catches in front of the body exactly so that if you don't make a clean catch, then it drops in front of you as opposed to dropping behind you. Unlucky there for Caleb Price, who has had a good game otherwise. I
did call it Bartek. I said we might quietly get a little goal fest here this third period.
Oh, you're right. Prophetic.
It's happening.
Assisted by number 15, Marcus McDonald.
Reason will use the stick to bring that in and cover that up to get a whistle.
Smart play by Reason. Settle things down. Get a whistle.
17, assisted by 15 and 7.
So we can see someone in the chat was betting on a 4-4 game. Unfortunately, your bet is wrong. Give us your score predictions now. How do you think this one will end? 5-3 at the moment for the Devils.
I'm going 6-5 Devils.
6-5? I think that's a reasonable score. I'm going to go 6-5 Swarm.
Here comes Higgins. 2-on-1 opportunity. Couldn't get it past to Rees. Great work there by the Botany Swarm, disrupting that attacking opportunity. And Sirikov receives a big hit there from Higgins. Higgins throwing his body around a little bit this evening. Here's Ball. Cuts into the middle. Gets a shot off. Not going to beat Price far post there. Winchester plays it up. Sirikov will get it out of the zone. Byfield looking for some options. He's got Josh Lowe. And he'll give it to Haast. Haast trying to look for Hopkins, who was going hard to the net. Sorry, Higgins. And Higgins steals it back momentarily. Here's Haast with a shot. Big save there by Price.
Huge pass save by Price to keep his team in it. The Price is right. You had a good dad joke there at the intermission as well. You know, I'm just trying to keep up with you.
I can't even remember what I said now.
You know, I think it would be good to have Andy Hay. We were just chatting with Andy Hay during the intermission, try to convince him to jump in on the chat or on the mic. He's actually really funny. I love Andy Hay. He's got really good impressions. Absolutely hilarious guy.
Here's Gagnon with a shot. Big glove save there, and he gets absolutely hammered.
No mistake there for Caleb Price. Snags that one out of the air as Alex Gagnon, the second leading scorer in the league, tries to go post and in. And seeing a replay now, I think we're seeing, the pad saved by Caleb Price. Hopefully we'll see that nice glove snag on the next one.
So the Botany Swarm with almost double the shots of Canterbury. I think I said last night, here's Gagnon with a shot, well blocked there by Ollie Hay. Alex Gagnon is definitely the Dan Carter of the Red Devils. I'm sure they love him down there in the deep south. Gagnon gets a shot off, whistle is blown. Looks like someone's going the box for slashing. It looks like it might be either Hoofnagel or Ollie Hay, not too sure. Might actually be Mike Latwell.
Seeing on the replay now, nice save by Caleb Price, going into the overlap to throw in some goalie jargon, and holds the blue line, or holds the blue paint rather, takes it right in the chest, keeps his team in it. So now we have a power play coming up here for the Christchurch Red Devils, a chance to extend their lead, chance for Alex Gagnon to chase down the top scorer in the league, just 2 points behind Connor Jean.
There's Haast. He'll cut into the middle. Leaves on for Gagnon. Gagnon with a quick shot. That hits traffic. They'll score. Hayden Bull jumps on the rebound. Sorry, that came off a Swarm play initially, and he made no wrong move there to put it home.
Oh man, he absolutely hammers that rebound home. Let's see that Alex Gagnon gets the shot through and just fires it in. So Alex Gagnon, I think only 1 point behind Connor Jean now for the scoring title.
No, I think they'll bring him level if he gets an assist there.
Oh, right. I'm a mathematician. I should know how to count. Thank you, Bryce, for your correction. So it looks like that brings him level. So right at the top, Connor Jean and Alexandre Gagnon leading the league in points. And there's still 10 minutes and 35 seconds left to play for Gagnon to take that lead at the top.
We'll have a look at the live scoring here. See if he is on par with Connor Jean. So now the Red Devils, 6 goals to 3 after letting in 2 to start the period.
Power play deadly as always for the Devils.
Oh, they've definitely got one of the deadliest power plays in the league, if not one of the best. But it's tough to say either theirs, Thunders, or Stampedes. It's definitely not the Admirals or Swarm. Their power plays this season were a little bit dismal.
Yeah, I think once they get Reed Cole back next year to play that net front role, and hopefully have Jackson Fontaine back, who's also struggled with some injuries, their power play will hopefully improve next year. And of course, as you mentioned, since the Swarm are finishing bottom of the standings, the silver lining for them is they get to take 3 imports next year. So Andre Kozak, maybe hit up your checkmates, get some big Czech players in for the Swarm.
Harry Lowe will leave it on for Ball. He tried to backhand pass it to Brown. He still gets a big shot. Hopkins wraps it around for Brown. Brown fakes the shot. Just a little poke check pass to Harry Lowe. Nicely done. Now Brown will cut into the middle, rips a shot, but whistle is blown. Looks like a cross check is going to go against Guerin. That happened behind the play. We did not see that.
Yeah, not the smartest idea to be taking a cross check there, as this team has possession in the offensive zone, giving the Swarm a chance to try and claw back into this one. They're down by 3, 8 minutes and 58 seconds left. But there's a chance for the Swarm to still get back into it. And Oh, it looks like in the live scoring, Daniel Reason has been credited with the goal. I don't remember seeing Reason jumping in on that power play, but he's been dominant for the Devils.
But nonetheless, Gagnon did get an assist, so therefore he is on par with Connor Jean in terms of points for the season. Look, Swarm is the team that I do support, but I would love to see Gagnon take that top spot. Why not? He is electric.
Yeah, I am completely unbiased, despite being one of the Swarm's backup tendies. But yes, it would be cool to see Alex Gagnon get that title tonight.
I am a Swarm supporter, but I do want the Thunder to actually win the Bear Girl Cup this season.
I just want someone to take down the Stampede.
I
Surely
agree.
We could put an end to that dynasty.
Oh, you got full credit to them, but it's just nice to hopefully see someone different lift the trophy this year. As Gagnon links up, just gets a Haast, but that prey's broken up. Now Steen on his horse to try to get there in front of Josh Lowe, but they will be called for icing.
Yeah, I think the Queenstown fans have been spoiled the past decade or so, constantly seeing championships won by their team. Maybe the most dominant team in New Zealand sports. Can you think of any other team in New Zealand domestic sports that has been so dominant?
Yeah, the Canterbury Crusaders.
That's rugby union?
Yes, it is. you should know that if you get residency in this country. You gotta know the difference between rugby and rugby league, or rugby union and rugby league.
I've watched the All Blacks play a few times. I've watched the Warriors, but I don't know the rules that well. Rugby, sometimes it's really confusing. Like they're all on the ground jumping over each other, and I don't know who gets the ball.
Yeah, you didn't want to watch the Wars last night. They were poor.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's all right. They should still make the top four, so no harm done.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's good. And do they have playoffs for rugby league? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. So you got to make the top 8 to make the postseason.
All right.
But then if you do finish top 4, you actually get that first week off, so you get a rest.
Do they play a 7-game series like in hockey?
No, I wish. That would take 7 weeks because they do.
Is it single elimination?
It depends where you finish on the table. Here's Gagnon. Try to go right through. Gagnon's still with it. He scores. There it is. Alex Gagnon will be the top point scorer in the NZIHL this season, and the bench know it too.
Oh my, what a way to do it. Absolutely embarrasses the defenseman and tucks it between the legs of Caleb Price. Look at that skill on display from Alex Gagnon. Maybe one of the goals of the season. Oh no, not even through the legs. Tucks it beside Caleb Price. Catches him sliding the wrong way.
Yeah, the Red Devils bench loved that one too. They knew he needed 4 points tonight. And I'm sure they didn't doubt it for 1 second either.
Oh man, he did it with style. If you're a Red Devils fan, you see Alex Gagnon around town, buy him a beer. He deserves it.
Yeah, someone get Gagnon a summer job down in Canterbury because the guy is lit.
Oh, absolutely. What a weapon, Alex Gagnon. Look at those hands. He's just showboating there. Referees having a discussion. Are we seeing a penalty called, or I think I missed what was going on there. Still thinking about that Gagnon goal.
What can he do? I don't think there's nothing he
How can he top that? Maybe in Michigan? Haven't seen a Michigan in the NZIHL yet. Maybe a nice between the legs goal too. Maybe a little Forsberg.
Oh, nice reverse hit there. Sean Brown on Kushneruk. As Atwell lays a good hit. Looks like the Swan might start getting physical. They are, as Wimmer lays out Hopkins. Now Kozak will jump on it. Shot there from Wimmer, well off target. Atwell will leave it on for Kozak. Safe to say the Red Devils will be winning this one as Kozak gets taken down. No penalty called.
Oh, the referee does have his hand up.
Pushes Hopkins into the board. And Kozak's going to get thrown out of the game.
Kozak not happy about that. I think I missed
Atwell
what
and
Kozak did
Higgins
there.
might be going at it.
I thought the penalty might have been coming against the Red Devils, but I missed what happened there. Hopefully we'll see on the replay what Kozak got up to that got him sent off.
Higgins actually using his stick.
He's getting held, and Kozak's knocked over, and Kozak gets up and missed on the replay.
Yeah, Higgins actually pointing at the scoreboard to tell the Swarm players, hey, look at the scoreboard here, guys. So I called it, Bartek. I said we're going to get lots of goals and it's going to get hairy.
Yeah, you were right.
There wouldn't be a third period in this league for a game that means nothing without a bit of argy-bargy, if you will.
A little bit of a scrap there. Did you see what exactly got Kozak tossed? I saw him get tied up behind the net.
I did. So Kozak played he got taken down by Higgins, by Hopkins.
Yeah,
in my opinion, should have probably been a penalty against Hopkins. And Kozak looked at the ref, saw that there was no call, so he pushed Hopkins into the boards, and then the referee's arm went up, and then he started mouthing off at Hayden Potter about, I'm not sure, and then Hayden threw him out of the game, and I could just imagine what he probably said to him. So.
Oh yeah, might have been unsportsmanlike there. Bit of frustration from Andre Kozak. Glad to see he wasn't injured, as he was struggling earlier in this game with his knee. I know he's had some knee injuries in the past. Well, he'll have a chance to give his knee a rest now in the changing room.
You're not sure if the refs actually wear mics this season or not. I knew last season they did.
I think we should get some ref cams. That would be pretty cool.
We should get some ref cams, absolutely.
I'd love to see it.
Or just a GoPro, and it can be... Nah, it's got to be live, eh?
Yeah, it's got to be live. Love some live ref cams. Referees having a chat about probably how many minutes they're giving to Kozak there. I assume 5. He's getting tossed. I don't know if they're going to give a penalty to the Red Devils player who held him before.
No, I didn't see the arm raised, but there is a Red Devils player in the box. I believe that will be Higgins. No, it's Hopkins in the box at the moment.
Love the music choices from the arena team.
Yeah, Star Wars, and then what's this
Curb Your
one?
Enthusiasm theme?
Yeah.
I believe. Good old Larry David. And see someone in the chat saying 7 goals and 20 shots. There's something wrong with the defense and the goalkeeper. I actually think Caleb's had a pretty reasonable game despite the scoreline. The goals he's allowed, other than the one from the point where it just trickled past him, I think that one he would be quite disappointed with. But most of the other goals I would say were quite difficult to deal with. So not too bad from Caleb for his debut in the NZIHL. Defensively, the Swarm have indeed struggled to contain Alex Gagnon, of course, with 4 points tonight, scoring that beautiful goal to seal his spot at the top of the scoring race. Tough one for the Swarm tonight.
And that actually takes Alex Gagnon to a 16-game point streak, but who is surprised in the slightest?
But what an absolute weapon Alex Gagnon. Like you said, get him a summer job down there in Christchurch, buy him a beer, convince him to stay for next year. Get him citizenship. Why not? Could use him on the Ice Blacks.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Free
Absolutely.
poutine for life for
if you're in
Alex Gagnon.
Canterbury, please someone offer Alex Gagnon a job. Let him stay here a couple of years, and then he can represent us in the World Champs. How good?
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Get him some poutine too to convince him to stay. I'm sure the player from Quebec would love some delicious cheese curds gravy on chips. Do they? I wonder.
And I'm sure if he jumps on Hinge, he's just got to post a video of his sick dangles, and he'll be a happy lad.
Oh, of course. And seeing Sarakov serving this one, his debut for the season, his debut in the box, serving the penalty for Andre Kozak. If you're down in Christchurch, let me know. Do they have anywhere that does good poutine? think someone was recommending the Federal Delicatessen up here in Auckland for poutine.
They've got a lot of places that do souvlaki.
Ooh, I love souvlaki. Greek food, so good.
Or I'm a sucker for a nice hot curry, though.
Oh, yeah.
I must admit.
What curry? I'm a big fan of sagwala. Lamb sagwala, the spinach curry.
Not
that's
a
the best.
sagwala, mate. That's not a curry. That's a...
What? It's so good. Got to get your spinach. Got to get that iron in your diet.
I do have spinach every day. I'm Popeye.
Let us know in the chat what your favorite curry is. Actually, what was your favorite curry, Bryce?
Oh, probably chicken tikka masala or vindaloo.
Classic. Oh, yeah.
Beef vindaloo. Oof.
Oh, nice. I get sagwala every single time. Me and my wife Tanya, we get a lamb and a chicken sagwala. We're just boring like that. Same curry every time. Mild, of course.
So the Red Devils are on the power play. Up by 4 goals at the moment, looking to extend the lead.
Ooh, watch your head. Almost hit a fan. So it hit the roof and bounced down over the netting. Got to stay sharp when you're watching a hockey game.
So the top line out there for the Red Devils with Tappan actually playing in a forward position with Marissi in the defense with Haast. Not a bad option to have Tappan camping in front of the net for a screen.
Ooh, someone recommending Scoundrel in Christchurch for some poutine. Need to check that out next time I'm down there.
So a double minor is served for Andre Kozak. So the Red Devils will be on the power play for 4 minutes. Simon does well to get that out of the zone. No, he doesn't. Finally comes out. Marissi will just lift it over to Haast.
Oh, look at that skill from Haast.
Haast will gain the zone, cuts into the middle, gives it over to Tappan. Didn't really throw a good shot on net, but a shot nonetheless.
2 minutes to George Hopkins.
Gagnon up high for Marissi.
And 2-minute penalties each to Michael Atwell, number 6.
Tappan down low, weighing up some options.
Andre Surkov. All penalties for
Gagnon to Haast.
breaking the
Little
rules.
slap shot pass he was looking for Tappan.
Yeah, that was definitely a pass and a clever one.
Full line change for the Swarm. That top unit will stay out for the Red Devils. Gagnon, the leading point scorer of the NZIHL this season. Centering past the Tappan, he had his stick lifted just in the nick of time by Lapsa. And they'll start from their own end. Gagnon gives it to Marissi in the middle. Over to Haas, up high for Gagnon. Backhand to Bull. Nice poke check there by Dalmatau. On a breakaway, Ivan Dalmatau shoots. Big stick save by Reason.
Reason solid and sharp as always. Ivan Dalmatau, traditionally known for his dirty dangles, but
Yeah,
didn't
I was
have the time and
surprised.
space there as he had the Red Devils player right on his tail.
Gagnon, little pass behind the net for Haast. Yeah, when he looked to be shooting there, Bartek, I thought, what are you doing, Dalmatau? You're a dangler.
I think it was the right call. He didn't have that much time and space to work with.
Now Gagnon will give it to Tappan. Gagnon with a quick shot, a redirect there by Harry Lowe. Not sure if he did get a touch on it or not, but nonetheless, it is in the back of the net for their 8th.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that was a redirection. Alex Gagnon with the shot and the redirect. Let's see from behind the net. And Alex Gagnon, either way, extending his... Yeah, I think that was a deflection. Caleb Price just slightly off his angle, and that deflection takes it past him. Alex Gagnon extends his lead at the top. Connor Jean, of course, has played his last game of the regular season already for the Stampede, so Alex Gagnon, he's just trying to beat his own record at this point. I wonder what the actual record is for points scored in an NZIHL season. If anyone knows, let me know. Let me know how close Gagnon is to that record.
I reckon an early Polozov may have been up there. That would
Yeah,
have
you're
been
right.
That would have been probably back in 2007 or 2008.
That's a good shout. Polozov, the Estonian, one of the most talented players ever to play in the NZIHL. A real playmaker as well, kind of like Haast, also really good at protecting the puck. Swarm definitely missing him the past couple years. I think he retired 3 years ago.
I'm sure the Swarm would be happy to still have him back, as he's one of those players who could still play at this level. Now Hufnagel gets a shot off and scores.
Oh my, what a snipe by Nathan Hufnagel. He's had a great game today. The defenseman on the rush absolutely snipes it bar down. You can hear that ping all the way from here up in the commentator's booth. Ping, bar down. Daniel Reason stayed up as well, so Hufnagel didn't have much space to work with. Blows past the defenseman. Look at that tight angle shot, almost no space to work with. How did he get that in? Well done, Nathan Hufnagel. A little bit of a consolation prize for the Swarm, bringing them back to 4-8 with 4 minutes and 8 seconds left to play.
The goal fest lives on. I reckon we've still got 2 in us.
I think you're right. I think Gagnon, he'd probably like to extend his lead a little bit further at the top.
Well, I think at this scoreline, you know, last regular season game, nothing on the line at all. Just attack, attack, attack. As Hufnagel absolutely lays out. He's going to get penalised for it, though.
Hufnagel, the goal scorer.
On Guerin. And he lays out Byfield too, as Josh Lowe is stopping Byfield from having another go. Rightly so. And now Guerin wants to go of Hufnagel. Might as well, boys. So Hufnagel and Guerin are getting stopped there by the ref. Good work, though, by Josh Lowe coming in and stopping Byfield from... Because Byfield was probably feeling a little bit emotional after getting reverse hit there by Hufnagel. Just let them go at it.
I know you want to see the rough stuff. Hufnagel, he's been physical all game, throwing the body around and getting that goal, and now he's getting a penalty going to the box. I wonder if...
Here we'll see it. Hufnagel, as Byfield just approaches him, and Hufnagel ready for it. But good work there. Josh Lowe coming in straight to Byfield, not going after Hufnagel and say, mate, we don't need to do this. Just, I know, it probably hurts a little bit, but we've got a semi-final to go to. These
That's
boys
right.
do not.
They've got a more important game coming up soon, or a couple games rather. So Nathan Hufnagel sitting in the box for that interference. He's actually a really gentle, nice guy off the ice, chiropractor. That's not how he does his back adjustments, I promise.
Oh, guys are totally different people on the ice and off. Like, someone could be the nicest guy off the ice, and then when you see him on the ice, absolute demon, you know? Or absolute devil, if you will.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit like that when I play defense down in C-League. I'm just flying around. I think, actually, fun fact, I have the second most penalty minutes in the league.
Now,
in C
Atwell's going
Division.
to go at it against Brown. He tried to pull his visor down. That kind of happened behind the referee's look. So they're going to have to stop their conversation and come sort this out.
Bit of S stirring by Atwell. On the replay now. Naughty Atwell.
Now the ref calling the coach for the Swarm over. Wants to have a word. I knew it before the start of the game, Bartek, that...
You called it, absolutely.
This game will start, nice and dandy. Two teams just playing some hockey, and then...
This is the longest 4 minutes of the year,
This is
isn't
the
it?
longest 4. I knew. The 10-minute mark came out, and I could see it in the Swarm boys' faces. If they went down a couple of goals, they were going to start some niggly stuff, and it has happened.
They're just getting unhinged. I was saying, I've got the second most penalty minutes in the league in C Division, where I play defense with my wife, just a casual league, but the most penalty minutes in the league is actually Josh Kretschmar on our broadcast team. He has 24 penalty minutes.
Wow.
In, I think 11 games. I don't know. I checked the stats, Josh.
My brother.
Oh, you have a brother?
Yeah.
Wait, what's your brother's name, Josh? Jay. Oh, Jay Kretschmar.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Maybe a case of mistaken identity.
Yeah, Josh and Jay, because they only put the first letter of the first name on those.
Oh, I see. And here I was thinking Josh Kretschmar usually seems like such a polite guy. I was like, how did he get 24 minutes at like 10 games? I thought I was at the top of the league, but I think I need to up my penalty minute game.
The refs finally finished having a word with Anton Perver, the coach for the Canterbury Red Devils. And Higgins is going to be going in the box. Looks like Michael Atwell's actually going to escape the visor pull, as it all happened behind the referee's back as they were having a yarn over their far side. And then the one nearest to us was talking with a couple of players about dinner arrangements. So
yeah, Atwell getting away with being a little bit pest there. Just Swarm trying to agitate the Devils. Devils doing pretty well to keep a cool head, like you said. Probably the experience of those imports helps. They've definitely had to deal with some pesky situations in their careers, playing pro overseas.
Alrighty, we're going to resume. Canterbury Red Devils are going to be. There is 2 minutes on the clock, but they do have 5 skaters out there. So
interesting to see that the face-off comes out of the zone, despite the power play for the Red Devils. I would have thought it would have come in the Swarm defensive zone. Not sure what the reason is there. Still some discussion going on with the referees. This is definitely, I think last time.
Yeah, so the Red Devils are going to get a penalty.
Oh, it's a penalty against the Devils, rather.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was against the Swarm. I missed that. Well, Devils a little bit hard done by there, as Atwell escaped a little bit of naughtiness.
Yeah, Higgins and Byfield will be in the box. But nonetheless, Swarm have a power play to at least try to get a goal back. They need 4 in just under 4 minutes. Probably not happening.
You can do it, boys. Go get them. I'm completely unbiased, by the way.
Well, I guess stranger miracles have happened.
Let's see Kozak in the corner enjoying some pizza. He's being kicked out.
Tappan will just give it to Simon. He'll play it over to Ollie Hay. He leaves it on for Lapsa. Swarm definitely looking to try and get a goal. Simon throws it into the middle, but that's cleared by Gallagher. Pake giving chase. He'll get there first. Pake still with it. Try to find Brown, who was coming in late. And Tappan will just throw it down. Here's a big chance. Gallagher will give it over to Pake. Gets a shot off, but hit the sticker slightly. Almost a 2-on-0 there.
Adam Steitley joining the team this year from Dunedin. Good to have him with the Swarm on the blue line.
Yeah, he might be wishing he was still part of that Thunder outfit this season. But nonetheless, he's been a big addition to the Swarm outfit this season.
Yeah, came up here to Auckland to do his master's, I believe, in urban planning at the University of Auckland.
Now Wimmer will take it in the zone. Actually momentarily lost it as he crashes into Josh Lowe. Dalmatel gives it over to Lapsa. He'll play it down low for Dalmatel once again. Steitley try to get a shot off. As Wimmer will rim it around for Dalmatel. Here's Lapsa. Big save there by Reason. Straight off the blocker.
Reason still solid, even late in this game. Denying Lapsa once again. Latvian import has played really well tonight, but just can't get on the score sheet as Reason has been a brick wall back there.
Now Simon will gain the zone for the Swarm. Try to play a pass up to Koptev, but hits a skater ball. He gets a nice pass up to Higgins. Higgins will rip it right into the breadbasket of Price.
Good positional save by Price. He's been really good positionally tonight, despite the 8-4 scoreline and one little error on a shot from the point. Caleb Price has done really well just holding the top of his blue paint, not retreating in those situations where it's a shot coming, holding that ice, taking it right in the breadbasket, getting the whistle.
Face off one there by the Red Devils. They're back to even strength.
Botany Swarm's 4th goal of the game.
does say a penalty on the Botany Swarm, but they do have 5 skaters out there. Now Quigley gets a nice little pass off to Simon. Simon passes that to Koptev. He'll just put it in low. Serikov giving chase, but Sean Brown easily there first. Pass into the middle.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
Last minute remaining of the season. In the regular season for the NZIHL. The Red Devils, 8 goals to 4 over the Botany Swarm. They did all the work last night. Steen with a shot right into Reason.
Reason sharp once again after that turnover. Seeing in the chat someone saying the University of Auckland could field their own team. In fact, in some sense, the Botany Swarm is almost the University of Auckland team. Coach Kevin Simon, environmental science professor, Luke Simon, maths, computer science, Jackson Fontaine, maths, computer science as well. Dima and Ivan, both engineering students at the University of Auckland. Serikov, commerce, I believe, University of Auckland. Connor Parr, commerce as well.
Pass there from Harry
Quite a
Lowe will
few
find
more.
Rees. Trying to get past Ollie Hay, but he steps in. Ollie Hay will just rim it around. Josh Lowe keeps it in the zone. Passes it to his brother, who tried to cut into the middle. Kushnaruk finds March. March got in the net. Tries to lift it just above the shoulder of Reason, but missed the net. Last 5 seconds remaining. And that will do it. Botany Swarm season over. The Red Devils going to the playoffs with a pretty convincing victory here tonight to end their regular season. They will take on the Sky City Stampede in Queenstown in 2 weeks.
Thank you very much.
The Swarm will regroup and go again next year.
Congratulations to the Red Devils for a great effort this weekend. They really showed that they have what it takes to compete. And of course, big congrats to Alex Gagnon for his performance, leapfrogging Connor Jean for the scoring title in the NZIHL. And what a way to do it, with a beautiful goal, dangling the entire Swarm team and the goaltender to finish it. See both teams giving props to the crowd.
He is a hell of a player, and they need to do what they can to, support him during the playoffs and make sure he's well rested. I'm sure they all know that. But look, they're going to be a good team going into that semi-final, Bartek. I think depth might just be a little bit of an issue, but if they can get that top line performing, getting goals, getting points with each other, and making sure the second and third line are doing their job and stopping the Sky City Stampede attack, they've got every chance to
that's right,
to take it to them and come out with a win.
Haas, Morrissey, and Gagnon all together have been absolutely dangerous for the Christchurch Red Devils. And as we saw this weekend, their goaltending situation, both goaltenders playing really solid. Neither is particularly flashy, but just cool, making those saves that they need to, not giving up any bad rebounds. So the team will have a lot of trust in their goaltenders going into that series against the Stampede. And for the Swarm, tough season for them, tough way to wrap it up. But of course, we all appreciate you that have come to these games, supporting the team. That's why the players play. They do it for the fans, for the love of the game. And we hope that you've enjoyed watching them this season, despite a result that's not what they wanted. Yeah,
look, I think the Swarm, I said it maybe halfway during the season, they were just a little bit too inconsistent in games. They had 3 overtime losses, so that absolutely hurts their standings at the end of the season. But it wasn't a bad season by them. It just didn't go their way, and that's hockey at the end of the day. Sometimes the puck just doesn't bounce for you. You don't get those wins where you should. You don't pick up the points when you should. And ultimately, it's going to hurt you at the end of the season. But hey, look, the future is bright for them. They'll be back next season, and they'll give it another crack. Yeah, of course. And as you mentioned, the silver lining for the Swarm, finishing in last place means that they do get 3 imports this year. Next year, rather. Yeah. So maybe Andre Kozak, who's enjoying a bit of pizza out there after being kicked out, maybe he can call up some of his Czech mates.
I think he brought over
Checkmate.
Stepanek. He brought over Stepanek a couple of years ago, who I believe finished top in scoring in the NZIHL when he was over here. Former teammate of the legend Jaromir Jagr, Stepanek was. So it was great to have him down here in Auckland.
Yeah, definitely get Peter Stepanek back. Yeah, he was incredibly good.
Oh man, his shot was ridiculous. He was an absolute weapon. And I think the Swarm could actually do with a good puck-moving defenseman. I think that would really help out some of their younger defensemen, like Luke Simon, to be able to learn from someone like that. If they could get someone like Luke Stegman, for example, for the Thunder, getting someone to play along with Luke Simon on that top pair. Yeah, another Luke, a double Luke pair. Could use a double Luke pair on the top line.
Well, that will wrap us up here in Auckland. Hope you've enjoyed the shows up here. If you'd been to a Swarm game or a West Auckland Admirals game, it's been a pleasure. So make sure you tune in to the semi-finals. They will be in 2 weeks from now. Well, technically 12 days. They will be in Dunedin and Queenstown. It will be the Canterbury Red Devils taking on the Sky City Stampede in Queenstown, and the West Auckland Admirals travelling down to Dunedin to take on the Thunder. So stay tuned. The Beagle Cup is up for grabs. I've been your host, Bryce Rouse, alongside Bartek Iwatowski.
Yep, thank you all. And just a quick thank you to all of the volunteers that made this season possible. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for what you've done, allowing us to put these broadcasts on and bring you some exciting hockey from here in Auckland, New Zealand.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't have any semi-finals here in Auckland this season. We could technically still host the final, but that is a long shot. The Admirals would have to beat the Thunder, and the Canterbury Red Devils would have to beat the Stampede, but it is mathematically possible that the final would be out west, but I do not see that happening.
All right, so we might catch you. There's a slim chance you'll see a little bit more of us, but for now, we'll say goodbye. Enjoy your Sunday night, and we'll catch you next year.
Thank you, everybody, and have a good night.